and basically made the claim
Mm-hmm.
that you had forgot to set the parking brake, and that the truck had rolled, some 20 yards across the yard and into a pile of gravel over some cones.
At a high angle on a slope, yeah.
And in fact, I deleted the video this morning when I woke up. There was like 1,500 views or something overnight, and so it was just I was just kind of kidding around. It was a joke. We were Hilton and Howard and I were at the yard when you came in, and so I was giving you a hard time.
Yeah.
And so I said, well, hey, as soon as you leave, I'm gonna bust your chops about the video. And so you did sort of dare me, right? You did sort of.
Well, it's easy to get you when I dare you.
So you were gone. I said we're going to wait 7 minutes because I figured you were going to leave and come back.
I thought about it. I thought about doing some ninja stuff.
So I was like, he's going to go to the stop sign. He's going to wait for like a minute or two. He's going to come back. And I was like, so that's about 3 minutes. We're going to wait 7 minutes. So we waited 7 minutes, and then we moved the truck over, and so what came out of the video. What came out of the video was really three things. This morning when I glanced at it, so there were the people that sort of got it, that it was a joke. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We had that cast of characters. We had a cast of characters. What was interesting about the video, we had the cast of characters that sort of said, "Hey, this is like, I know that whether it's true or not true, this is a good reminder, right? This is a good reminder. So kind of thanks for that kind of thing." And then we had obviously the hate everybody, kind of thing.
You're a bad boss. You can't do that sort of stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm sure I didn't see those, but I'm sure those were there. Oh my gosh, this guy's making fun of drivers again. Not nonsense.
And I'm like, yeah, he's a bad boss. That's right. You can go tell him about that.
So it was a joke. It was a joke, and it was kind of funny. And I think I have a really sarcastic, kind of dry, and not all that funny sense of humor. So for those that maybe don't know me, they're like, is this legit or not? But it was not legit. He did not forget to set the parking brake. I was just trying to have a little fun, which we can't seem to have anymore, it seems like.
You see, he's trying to take the fire out of my next video. Basically, it's going to be labeled Beating a Dead Horse, where I proved that just wasn't possible, what they were alleging anyway. So.
I did go along with that. I did own the fact that it was uphill, and it
Indeed.
probably would not have. Physics would say that it doesn't roll uphill.
Right.
So you have that to come.
Well, thanks. Thanks for taking the fire right out of my next video on you.
All right. So what's this video about?
Well, I mean, a lot of the comments were, like you said, thanks for reminding me, I have one time in my career forgot to set my brakes. And that was, I believe it was actually over here. It was in Missouri at one of the underground places. It was on those docks that they have on the outside by water. Now, I was in such a hurry, and just trust me when I said when I get in a hurry, I get in a hurry,
Yeah.
and I backed into that dock, and I had to go pull my pin and slide the trailer up and get the axles all the way in the back. And for some reason, I jumped down and was started towards the rear. And the truck is actually moving, truck and trailer, and it's heading towards that body of water that they got down there. I'm like, oh my God. And it was that one moment where this truck is going to go into a river. Okay, it's not going to go roll and hit something. It's actually going to go into a river. You ain't never seen a fat boy run like this. It was ridiculous. And I didn't know I was this, athletic. But fear will do that to you. When you're about to lose, $200,000 worth of truck and probably whatever, another $150,000 worth of product inside of that trailer. And, God, man, that was a bad day. But I did get back inside that truck and was able to stop it.
So when we were out just, 30 minutes or so ago, we were talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
So this same thing happened to me, albeit not in the truck. I was in the RV. This was, I think, 2 years ago. It was deer season, and I was at the Love's truck stop in Choctaw, Oklahoma. The new one after it was rebuilt after the tornado. And Kyle was with me, and Briggs, and so we drove kind of all night, and got a few hours sleep, and we were about an hour away from where I hunt. And so I'm excited. I'm in a hurry. I stopped and saw my parents in Oklahoma City. Stayed longer than we should have. And so I'm in a hurry, and I'm shower, get into gear, and get into the woods. And I live for this. This is a big deal for me, once a year. So I'm in a hurry. Making matters worse, talking about distracted drivers, right? Because there was some of that. There was a lot of just comment about, YouTubers and cameras and distracted drivers. But talking about distracted drivers, in this case, it was the dog, right? Briggs, anytime I had, Hunter Orange, anytime he sees orange, he goes berserk. And so we had stopped. He's going nuts. Kyle's wanting to go get something to drink. I forgot to set the air brakes. And the problem, though, was there was a trailer right in front of me. Mm-hmm. And so I climbed out of the seat, and I'm going to the door on the passenger side, and there's this weird sensation.
Like something's wrong.
Like something's wrong, and I can't figure it out. As I looked up, I saw this trailer not where it was 3 seconds ago.
Right.
And I lunged back over, and I slammed on the brake, and I kid you not, the mirror to the bus was this far away from hitting that trailer. And
what kind of trailer was that?
It was, I can tell you it was a nice trailer. I
Nice
told you.
Diamond plate?
It was diamond plate on the back. Like I could see my reflection of, oh my God, right? in the trailer. So it was that deal. It was that situation of, golly, right? You can't. You gotta be careful.
You gotta be vigilant.
Right.
You gotta be vigilant. I mean,
so we have Howard.
Yeah.
We don't have enough room, but we got Howard off to the side. Has that happened to you?
It has.
I love Howard's stories. He's got some good ones.
Yeah, it has. That kind of situation, just get yourself in too big of a rush, and it just scared the bejeebers out of me. You can feel it moving. It's like something ain't right. Of course, I was in a 780 back then, and kind of same thing. It's just I went to get in the back, felt that sensation of the truck. I realized the truck was moving. Didn't hit anything, luckily.
Luckily, yeah, man.
So you've been driving 17 years?
About 15 now. Yeah.
So how many times has that happened to you?
Just once.
Just once.
It takes
That's
one.
all it took.
That's all it ever really takes.
It's all it took for me.
It's something you remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was it? It was 2 years ago. It's the end of last season where I had that problem, and I sent you that picture where I screwed up.
Dare I say which picture would that
Shut up. Hashtag bad boss. No, okay. I was taking a trailer back. Okay, we were done with these trailers. They were rental trailers, and I was taking a trailer back. Now, the way this place is set up is they have these large ditches. So you got to hit this thing just right. And I'm coming to it on the right-hand side. So basically, here's the road into this place. Here's my truck. Now, I went way wide, but obviously I didn't go wide enough. And I thought I had. And I went out into a whole other lane, and I'm making this right-hand turn, and I'm jug handling this thing in, but it's just so narrow that my right rear tandem left the road. Okay, and the picture that I sent Scott was, you could see that the trailer's like this.
Yeah.
And I was just befuddled because I lost sight of it in that mirror. In my blind side mirror, I lost sight for that 1 second. If I hadn't lost that sight of it, I probably could have been able to say, okay, this isn't, I'm not far out enough. And there I was stuck. I was like, holy shit. And I think I said to Scott, I said, take a look at this. There's a problem. And he goes, well, just four-wheel drive it on out of there. I'm like, okay, it doesn't work that way. He said, well, what's going on? He said, do you need a tow truck? I said, they got one coming. And he said, well, okay, let me know what happens. He's being completely cool about this. I'm losing my mind. I'm like, this is stupid. I can't believe I did the blah, blah. I'm basically just beating the crap out of myself. Can
I share can I tell the part where you were like, seriously?
Oh, yeah.
So he literally said, look, he said, and and you'd been beating yourself up for a week or two. I don't really know what was going on, right? But this sort of gets into the stress that you guys deal with, right?
Yeah.
Your personal and professionally and all that stuff. but Joe literally said, "Look, I think I need to get out of the truck."
Yeah.
Right? You're like, my head's not right.
Yeah.
And so we had that conversation of, look, let's get this problem resolved, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then let's have that conversation, and we did, and we
Yeah.
sort of talked about it, and we sort of said, look, let's get your head right, and that kind of stuff, and then all's been good since then. But
Yeah,
a lot of guys don't have that option.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, it was a long season, and it was finishing up. And when you're here, you work. I mean, when flower season comes into play, you go, you work. And when you're at the end of season, end of season is coming. You're like, but your brain is just tired. I mean, you work hard. It's hard work, and you get paid well to do it. But your brain is not functioning at the highest level. And that was like our little last week that we were taking rental trailers back.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I need to get out of the truck, man. I'm not at my prime.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, you slow down there, cowboy. Because I'm sitting there thinking, I just need to quit doing this. And he's like, you're fine. Just relax. This crap happens all the time. Well, it doesn't happen all the time, and don't do it again, but, this stuff kind of happens. I'm like, yeah. And I'm sitting there, browbeating myself to death. But he's like, it's fine. Your ego's bruised. I'm like, I better not end up on Twisted Truckers. I mean, God, if somebody comes by here, and that's just what I need.